this is what we do. This is what me and Matt are about, though. We show up
Hmm.
even when we may not want to, because
Right.
it's not always easy to show up and be your 100% yourself when you're not feeling it.
Hmm.
Even if you love something. I love this podcast. I love Matt, but sometimes you just don't want to do something.
Welcome to Cut the Crap with Beth and Matt, the world's #1 no bullshit health and fitness podcast.
Are you ready to cut the crap with your diet and exercise, get strong as fuck, and build a healthy relationship with food? Then you've come to the right place.
Let's go. If you'd like to support us in the podcast, join our Patreon where you get exclusive content, which consists of monthly workouts you can do at home or at the gym, monthly challenges that are either strength, habit, or mindset based, and access to over 100 plus low-calorie, high-protein, family-friendly meals. These are all designed by a professional chef who is certified in nutrition. These recipes are already in MyFitnessPal for easy fucking tracking. New recipes are also added each week.
We believe that fitness is for everyone, so this is our way of getting you started on your health and fitness journey at a price most everyone can afford. So what the fuck are you waiting for? We'll see you in the Patreon. Nerdle alert.
What
Hey,
up?
welcome back.
I'm back just last night.
Just last night, you're back from Vegas from the Real Coaches Summit, yeah?
Yes. Yes,
Nice.
yes,
Are
yes.
you, are
Good
you glad to be
times.
back, or did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was a good time, but Vegas and Caesar salad. Caesar's fucking palace is intense, man. Like that's not my jam.
It's very
Uh,
intense. That's where I
it,
stayed last time I was in Vegas with Dulski for a Metallica concert.
I mean, the fucking place is huge. It's easy to get lost. There's people everywhere. It's loud. It's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
But I had a great
Was there
time.
construction going on at Caesars? When I was there last couple of years ago, there was so much construction, so it made it even worse.
No, actually,
Gotcha.
no construction. It was the Vegas time was amazing. It was just Caesar's Palace is I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
too old, but it's just not my thing.
I hear you. I mean, Vegas is exhausting in itself, so
Yeah, it's very, very overstimulating.
yeah, all bright lights, all the sounds, all the people.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
You're all peopled out, I'm sure. Um,
I
how
am.
was the conference itself? I know you met up with like Team BFF.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was good. I listened to maybe three or four people and I just mingled the whole time.
Sure.
I was like a fucking squirrel.
No way.
So yeah,
Well, good. Who did you see talk?
I saw Dr. Crystal. She talked about GLP-1s. I saw Dr. Joey Munoz and Dr. Joey Zundel
A couple of our
and
friends.
Barbie Bulls.
Okay, nice. A few of our
Yeah,
friends. Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. They were all really, really good.
Good. What did
Hmm.
what kind of shenanigans did you and Team BFF get up to?
Ooh, we went to the O show, which was awesome.
The O show? What's that?
The Cirque du Soleil.
Okay. Dope.
It's like a water one, aqua. Pretty
Oh,
fucking yeah, pretty cray cray.
yeah, I bet.
It was
What
awesome
one
though.
hell of a show, I'm sure.
Yeah. We went to the Sugar Factory and had dinner, which was basically a restaurant that had a candy store, and the decor was all candy.
Got it. Interesting.
Hmm. Yeah. What else did we do? God, I feel like I got a tattoo. Actually, I got two tattoos.
I saw that on
I
your
got
hands, on your like knuckles, right?
Yeah, they're covered in band-aids right now because I'm going to the beach. And but they
Okay.
underneath they have that like clear um fucking shit they use now for tattoos where it
Okay.
just you leave it on for like 3 days and it's basically healed when you take it off.
That's sweet. So what is it that you
Right?
got done again?
I got a heart and a lightning bolt on my middle fingers.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Hmm. So if I like you, you get the heart. If I don't, you get the fucking lightning bolt.
That's great. That's great.
I've wanted to get these too, and it's so funny because Peggy's like, I think I'm gonna go get a tattoo. Do you want to go get one?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Why would I say no? Um, so we went to, I guess it's Pink's. I don't know if it's her current husband or ex-husband, but his shop, Heart Tattoo, and it was in the Caesar's Palace. So
Got it.
we didn't have to go far. Took 12 minutes to do these two.
12 minutes.
12
Wow.
minutes, but the whole process, obviously, like.
Yeah.
We were there when they opened. We had to wait till 12, and then they had to the drawing
The
it and the
the prep and
placement.
everything.
The prep literally
But
takes
just time
fucking
under the
longer.
needle was 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
for both together. Yep.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. We did a couple roundtable videos with the coaches, which is fun.
Saw that.
Yeah, we ate a lot of candy because Christy and Patty brought us a bunch of candy and made candy bags.
Okay.
We went to the pool. We got a cabana, so we did that one day.
Dope.
Um, what else did we do? We got dessert. We went around like
Oh my goodness.
the strip a little bit. Yeah, we were busy,
Yeah, busy bitches, huh?
busy bitches. So we did the seminar all day for like the 2 days, and then at night we would do like, random stuff. So
Sure. Sure.
yeah, we were there for 4 days. That's a
That's a long
lot in
time in
Vegas,
Vegas.
dude. Yeah, especially the time change fucks you up. It really fucks with me.
Mm-hmm.
That 3 hour difference is
Yeah.
big.
It is, especially coming home, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I actually feel better now than I did when I got there.
Oh, really?
So far, at least.
Okay.
I went to bed at my normal time and got up at my normal time, which was,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, because your normal time, that's pretty early for Vegas. So like
Yeah, that would be like 6 o'clock.
yeah, you get nice some alone time to yourself, I'm sure. Or
Yeah,
go hit the gym. I think I saw you guys worked out together at least one day.
we did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We worked out together one time. Um, a few things happened. Like there was some like Brooke got locked out of her room and
Oh
she had to
shit.
sleep. She had to like she was downstairs for till like 5 in the morning. That's a whole story. Coach Kelly got the norovirus, so she missed the whole entire day on Tuesday. Poor thing.
That's rough.
I know. She was stuck in her fucking room all day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was she there by herself? Was she rooming with anybody?
yeah, no, no.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um, Renee had a situation where there was like a party going on. It was so fucking loud. She ended up having to switch her room. They had to switch her room, or she made them switch her room for her. And then, like, the day that we were leaving, like, apparently there was a water issue and the water was turned off. And so she couldn't brush her teeth or take a shower before she left for the airport. I mean, I
Oh,
know. It's like,
that
what
is
the
the
fuck?
worst feeling.
Yes, right. So she's like, I went to the vending machine, got some ice so I could get a little bit of water for my fucking teeth. Oh my
Damn.
God, poor thing.
Yeah. I think I've been in a situation not quite like that, but where I wasn't able to brush my teeth and do the bare essentials before leaving. I remember I went to like a gift shop and just got one of those things, toothpaste, and used
Yeah, you
used my
like this?
finger. The old,
Yes, the
yeah.
old finger toothbrush.
Pivot, bitch.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, good. Sounds like
Um,
it was a good trip.
yeah, it was good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got let's see, I'm only about a week away from my half marathon that I've been training for.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's 27th, so 10 days from today.
Damn. Excited?
Hmm. Very excited.
Nice.
I've got some numbers in my head. I think I'm dialed in. So I'm ready to crush it, I think. I know.
Yeah, I know you are
Yeah,
for sure.
it's a mental thing now, is
Yeah.
just sustaining that pace for 13 miles,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
I sustained the pace for on my long run last weekend, 14-mile
Mm-hmm.
long run. My goal was to for it to be progressive, so the second half of the long run was going to be faster than the first. And my
Mm-hmm.
goal with that was for those last 7 miles to be at my half marathon pace,
Mm.
and I crushed that and then some. So I'm
Yep.
feeling really good.
Nice.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. My goal time is a 157 to 155.
Nice.
So that's, and if I'm gonna have a stretch beyond that, but if I hit
Mm-hmm.
anywhere in there, I'll be really, really happy because I brought it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I brought it.
Fucking brought it, and I'm bringing it. That's for sure. The hard part now is just
Mm-hmm.
I'm tapering, so just taking it easy and letting my body recover, right? Do less, um,
Yep.
which is hard.
It
But
it is hard, huh? But you got to
I
do it.
needed it. My after the last long run, my right knee had a little bit of a runner knee going. So
Ooh.
on Monday, I was feeling that. So
Yeah.
definitely good time for a taper and let my body heal up for these next
Yeah.
for 2 weeks really with the taper. So
Yep.
But while my knee did hurt on Monday, just a little general soreness, that didn't stop me from like doing anything on Monday, you know?
Hmm.
Still went to the gym and worked out, and
You
I
mean you didn't
didn't
put your
like
feet
run or
up and was
anything.
like, I'm injured?
What's that?
You mean you didn't sit there and was like, oh my
Right.
God, I'm
I'm
so
injured, I'm sore,
injured.
I'm hurt. Like,
I
yeah.
can't do anything.
So I went to the gym and I did, I think 15 minutes or something, just light movement on a stationary bike.
Yep.
Just, and that got the blood pumping and the blood flowing, right? And by the end
Right.
of my workout, I also did an upper body workout after that.
Yep.
And he was
Nice.
feeling great. So then I ran again on Tuesday, just ran again today. I did 4 miles today. I'm going to
Hmm.
do one run this weekend and then I'll pretty much be ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Go Earl, go.
Go, nerd will go, ready to crush it. This is the same. I think I mentioned this is the same race that I did my first race with last year. So,
Yeah.
really
Yep.
excited to do
Yes.
now that I've got a full year of training under my belt, right?
Right.
Consistently, the longest I've ever trained for my running and stuff. So,
Hmm.
um, ready to do it.
That's right.
Hmm.
Let's go.
I know for sure. Like I posted a comparison on my Instagram story this morning. It was like my final long run last year,
Hmm.
because last year I just kind of signed up for the half marathon on a whim, or like with a
Uh-huh.
month with or 3 or 4 months to go or weeks to go. So I did a 10-mile test run, and my pace for that was like 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
Hmm.
And my 14-mile long run, my last run of the 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 training block, my pace was 9:15, right?
Hmm.
So just in a year, that's how much improvement there's been, which is really cool because I haven't done anything crazy. Just been really consistent with running,
Yeah.
for the most part, other than when I was injured. And that's the thing too, is there's been times when I haven't been able to run because of injuries or life too. So, um, consistency,
Yeah. Consistency.
for the most part, mentality, so important.
Hmm. Yeah.
We're teaching that a lot right now in our challenge. We're 2 weeks into our challenge now, so
Hmm.
now we're just kind of like into stages of change. Right now we're into taking action stage.
Yeah.
So it's like now we're learning how to pivot and adapt that for the most part mentality. Something is better than
Hmm.
nothing, things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're crushing it. Fun challenge so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So there was a couple of things I think that you had on your mind that was kind of a carryover from last week's talk, I think.
Yeah, I think so,
Um,
huh?
yeah. So what was the idea? Something about like takeout, right?
Yeah, so I talked about like yeah last week about how we have people on our team that struggle with takeout or just people in general. They really eat out too much, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking you get Uber Eats. I'm not talking like you go out to a fancy dinner with your husband all the time. I'm talking about like you don't make any fucking meals at home. Okay, you literally depend on takeout. That is ruining your progress, your fat loss goals. And me and a few of the coaches, we did like a little round table in Vegas while we were sitting at Starbucks because we were away. Um, and I asked all the coaches, how many times a week do you get takeout, Uber Eats, or do you not make your meals at home? And most of them said, they don't. They don't go out. And Ira said something about 1 or 2 times, maybe a month or something like that. And people were like, you're lying. You're in Starbucks right now. There's no way. All this, it just the negative shit. It's, you know what I mean? Just, oh, look at you guys in Starbucks. Yeah, yeah, we're drinking fucking black coffee, you fucking moron. I have a protein shake. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that people struggle with. And we're being real about it. Like, if you want to be fit and healthy and look like somebody that you think that you want to look like because you're comparing and you think you need to be there, then this is the lifestyle that we live. You know what I mean? It's like I don't live off takeout. I, in fact, really would rather make my meals at home.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel better. They taste better. I'm not spending a shit ton of money. I'm not, over consuming a bunch of oils and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm not saying that you should never eat out. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're literally living your life off Uber Eats, you need to fucking check yourself. You really
Yeah.
do. And
Uber Eats especially because that's like the ultimate convenience is Uber Eats.
yeah, it's like you can't, if you can't want something and desire something without changing things. The
Right.
goal, the actions have to match
Nothing
your goals.
nothing changes if nothing changes, right?
And if you eat out all the time, and people are like, well, you can lose weight and eat healthy, I've done it. Or go out to eat all the time and lose fat.
Totally.
It's like, yeah,
Absolutely.
but I'm not, if someone's coming to me and they're 100 pounds overweight and they are eating out all week, do you think I'm going to try to teach them how to make macro friendly meals out? No, I'm going to teach them how to make meals at home.
Yeah.
Okay, because the thing they need to do is to get the fuck away from all the takeout first. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I agree entirely. It's the old adage, right? Is teach a man to fish or give a man to fish
Right.
and see which one is more successful, right?
It's like I can navigate eating out more because I know what to do. I
Yeah.
know what to order.
I think
It's not,
that's honestly
and
that's the
that's the
big thing.
difference.
Hmm.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah. Knowing how to use takeout to your advantage to
Right.
work to make it work for you and your health goals because and I get it too, like to the person that said like, oh, you can eat takeout. Of course we know you can eat takeout every day. We know like it's
Yeah.
ultimately if you contain your energy balance, calories in versus calories out, and you eat nothing
Right.
but fast food, we know that you're going to lose weight.
Right.
But it's also like we talk about all the time, it's not just about losing weight, it's about feeling good,
Yep.
being healthy, and eating out all the time is not healthy. Um,
Yeah.
and I was there once too. When I first early in my journey when I was working in corporate, I was single. I just had my son at home. Every other weekend at the time and everything, and I
Hmm.
didn't have anybody to cook for or anybody to care for other than myself. So I just um, literally all my meals were takeout almost. I meal prepped my dinners, but like all
Hmm.
my lunches, I should say, all my lunches were out. I would either eat Chipotle or
Hmm.
this other place that was like a Pan American, a Pan Am, Pan Asian type
Yeah.
grill. Um, More nutritious choices for sure, but I was still eating out every day.
Yeah.
But at this point in my life, that's not what I want or need for myself, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
And I couldn't afford to do that anymore anyway, because that would be really expensive now.
Right. Um,
That's the big
I,
thing is like how expensive it is.
yeah, and I don't think people realize how better they would feel if you didn't eat takeout so much.
Yeah,
Just me being in Las Vegas for 4 days, and we were supplied the meals, which were really fucking decent, more decent than if I was to order from anywhere for that matter, right?
yeah,
And I still felt like crap. Bad digestion. I mean, I'm sure that has to do with a lot of travel and stuff, but there
hmm
was a lot of oils in this, and I would have just rather have made my own fucking food because I feel
yeah,
better. But and people they do that all the time. And if you actually took a week and made your meals at home, see how you feel. It's you're
yeah.
missing out a lot of antioxidants, micronutrients, things like that. It's not just about the calories, you got to think about that.
Absolutely. It's beyond the calories. It's what you
Yeah.
talk about, like the foundational stuff for sure. It's about calories in, calories out for your goal of fat loss, weight
And
loss, and body shape.
fiber,
Right? Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. And that's the big part of the problem, right? Why 95% of Americans don't eat enough fiber is because just like we were talking about last week with the amount of people that eat out fast food and stuff every week,
Hmm.
when you can't, when you're eating out, that food is usually more processed, more high, like it's been
Right.
stripped of its fiber.
Yes.
So that's part of the reason why we're not getting enough fiber in this country, and that's a big fucking
Yeah.
problem for our health, for our gut
Hmm.
health, like you said, for our digestive health,
Yeah.
for satiety as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
I
So
hear you,
you
dude.
you go to Chick-fil-A, let's say, oh, I'm gonna get a fucking one of those fried chicken and a lettuce thing and a small fry. Okay, yeah, you can
Yeah,
stick in your calorie fucking deficit. That's amazing. Great. You could do that once in a while, but you're doing this shit every day. So where's the fiber in there? Do you know what I'm saying? It's
right.
like that's what we need to think of. Um,
Yeah, so I agree with it entirely. I think it's people need to examine how often they're doing these things, but then they also
mhm.
need to learn how to make these things work for themselves too, such as
Yes.
going to like a Chick-fil-A, right? Because that's something that you and I do when we're together. We love going to
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
But
But
I wouldn't normally do that
right,
if
for sure.
like all
But
the
like
time, you
the
know?
swaps that we make, right? So it's all about if you're gonna do these things, if you
Yeah.
have to go out to eat, let's find out how we can make them more nutritious and get the swaps, right? So instead of
Right.
The fried chicken, you get a grilled chicken. The
Yeah.
grilled nuggets at Chick-fil-A, top notch, like so good.
Exactly.
Protein bomb. You get a side of fruit, right? I like to do that with if I'm traveling on the go at the airport. Go hit up Chick-fil-A, get a black coffee. I'll get a chicken sandwich and a cup of fruit for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for lunches, it's like we do the chicken sandwich or something, and then add the kale salad, right? Which I think you just posted a mimic recipe for.
Yeah.
So it's about making it work for you too.
Yep.
Making better choices when you do have to do these things, because
Mhm.
I think why I say like people need to learn how to make these things work for themselves too is because the reality is a lot of people are in their car a lot for work. You
Yeah.
know, I'm thinking of like I met with my one client, Lori, yesterday. She's like a federal worker in the DC
Mhm.
area, and 2 hour commute to get into the office for her one way, right? So that's four
Wow.
hours of
Yeah.
driving she does a day. So we were literally just having this conversation yesterday about how she can make it work for her being on the road so much by having
Mhm.
more choices in her car. So we talked about implementing a protein shake for those situations, as well as something like beef
Mhm. I'd
jerky.
straight up I'd bring a cooler every day.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean
yeah.
that's an option too, for sure. That's absolutely an
Mhm.
option.
That's what I would do
Yeah,
personally.
yeah. I mean that is an option for sure. I'm not doing it. I live my life on the road. I'm not fucking taking a cooler with me, you know. I'm
Uh,
already lugging a book bag around with me full of my workout gear, and a separate
mhm.
bag with all of my my laptop and everything, you know. So
Yeah. A
that me personally.
little mini cooler.
Yeah.
You don't have to lug it. You just leave it in the car and you fucking eat it when you need to.
No, I hear you. Yeah, that's an
I'm
option for
just
sure.
saying that like
And
if
I do
you know what
and
I
I do
mean?
that
That
personally. Like I'll take a lunch pail like with my yogurt and stuff with me for sure.
yeah.
You know. So, yep. No, there's always options. There's always options.
Mhm.
So, how are some other ways that people can make their takeout a little bit better for themselves, Nerdle?
Um get dressings on the side, get things grilled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um I don't know.
Those are the things you were just doing
I
when
would
you were in your
rather,
fat loss phase, right?
I would rather help people try to make meals at home than try to have them figure out how to order out.
And I hear you, but like
That's where I'm
we
at in
have to
my
be
mind.
real, right? We have to give them
Yeah,
options for
we
both
do have to be
sides.
real, but they have to fucking be real with themselves too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't have to eat out every single fucking day. I don't believe you
Right.
do. I believe that
I
you
agree.
can take the fucking time for yourself and make some meals and take them with you.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that you'd have much better success overall. You know, yeah, it's
Absolutely.
hard, but it's also hard to try to fucking have this, you know, constant shit in your brain of what you need to order at these restaurants. Reduce the decision fatigue,
Mm-hmm.
is I'm really big on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also with you in the fact that, yeah, of course, there's a time and a place where people, you know, they need to learn how to order out, but they also need to learn how to fucking make their own food at home, which does not have to take hours. You know,
Right. It
like you're
absolutely
talking
does
about,
not.
like the yogurt. Yeah, like that's perfect. Take that, you know, grab a bunch of single serving yogurts. You can cut up a
Cheese
bunch of
sticks.
fruit, you know, cheese sticks,
Yeah, bananas. I love bananas. Apples for
sandwiches.
that.
Sandwiches are pretty, you know, throw those in a fucking paper bag. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
paper bag lunch, a sandwich, a fucking
Because
banana, and some water. You know what I'm saying? It we don't have to overcomplicate this shit.
right, because
Um,
then what's happening, right, is they're saving themselves from the alternative, which is they're going to be going for similar versions of those foods, but they're going to
mhm,
be going to get them from convenience stores, fast food restaurants. So it's going to not
right.
going to be as nutritious. It's going to be more expensive and things like that, right? So I agree
Yeah.
with everything there. The sandwiches, we've done that ourselves, right? When we're traveling, road
Mhm.
trips and things like that, we just throw some
Yeah.
sandwiches in the back,
Yep.
load up on oranges, bananas, apples.
Apples.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's usually what I have to end up doing, especially on days like when my son has a baseball game an hour and a half away.
Mhm. Yeah, that's far.
Yeah, it's really hard for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I agree. We had a lot of good feedback on the episode last week talking about fast food and everything like that.
Mhm.
I mean, what you're saying is absolutely it's right on point.
Yeah, and here's me not trying to be an asshole, but I really need people to take a fucking look at what they're doing, and it's called awareness. Because if you're coming to coaching and you eat and you have a lot of weight to lose and you're eating out every day, that is one of the reasons.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
Yeah.
that is probably the one driver that you need to fix. Um, and a lot of people, they're way too busy. They slam themselves with shit to do that they don't prioritize making their meals.
Hmm.
That that to me is a priority. It's a fucking
I
priority.
agree. I agree.
If
It is a
you want
priority.
to be a healthier person, a fit and healthy person, you need to learn how to make your own meals at home. You
Hmm.
really fucking do. You're an adult.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but like my son is starting to cook now. He's 13 years old. I don't want to send him off to live his life not knowing how to cook. Come on.
Yep,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? I just, I don't get it.
I've been challenging myself personally.
Um,
I think I mentioned it last week on the podcast.
mhm.
Challenging myself to make more meals at home and cook more meals
Yeah.
at home, or be more prepared for my road trips and things like that. Because
Mhm.
that's the reality is how much driving I do every day, and I've
Yeah.
definitely am feeling better because I've been doing that for about a month now.
Yeah.
Preparing myself with at the grocery stores with more convenience food that I can just bring with
Mhm.
me instead of going to the
Right.
takeout to get it and things like that. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Is it
it's
hard? Yes, it's hard. Is it a
yeah,
pain in the ass? Like you're like, I don't want to lug my fucking cooler with me. But listen to what you just said, right?
right.
I don't want to lug this. I don't want to lug that. To me, I hear excuse, excuse, excuse. You know, I'm going to call you out, Matt.
There's no
You,
excuse about I'm
you,
making it work.
you can take a
I
fucking
crush
cooler
it.
with you. Yeah,
Yeah,
you do
you
crush
can.
it. But
You can.
you could just say it. I don't want to do that, and that'd be cool.
I agree. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that. Okay, great. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
For sure. No, I agree. It is an excuse.
So
It is 100% an excuse. You can either do it or not. That is an option.
yeah, you can
If
fucking
you
do
don't want
it.
to do it, just be honest about why you're not doing it. I don't want to fucking do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
want I don't want to do that. I'm not taking a cooler with me.
respect. But then I don't
Right?
want to
So
hear you fucking bitching about you not making any making your goals. But you wouldn't do that because you already know what to do and you navigate around that.
exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, if it was someone else,
Right.
you know.
I agree. I hear you. Absolutely.
So
If you're gonna make excuses, then I don't want to hear the complaints. Like I agree.
that's where I'm at. Yeah.
That I 100% I'm on board with you there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just because I shot down the cooler for myself, I mean, maybe somebody else just listening is like, "Wow, that's a really good fucking idea."
Yeah.
I hope it is because my client literally joked. She's like, "Well, I don't have a fridge in the car, you know," and it's like, "Well, we could do coolers, right?"
Oh
So
man, they have so many things now that you can put in your car. I think you can even like
it
plug in
probably
a
is
fucking cooler.
like an attachment or something, huh?
Seriously, and it doesn't have to be like an extravagant ordeal. Like they have those little mini igloo coolers. It could be one of those
Or literally
compact
just like a
ones,
lunch pail, like when we go to work, right? Yeah.
and throw a bunch of shit in there.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, soccer moms have coolers in the back of their cars full of drinks
Hmm.
and stuff, waters.
Yeah.
You know, I get that. Like that's something I try to do in the summertime is at least have drinks in the car. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
totally. Preparation, always.
Hmm.
And that's the thing, like you just called it out like how that's an excuse. So that's we need to be like you said, we need to be honest with ourselves and
Hmm.
acknowledge like there's nothing wrong with saying like, holy shit, that is I am making an excuse. Because
Hmm.
if we just deny about how we're making an excuse or not, that's who is that serving? What is that serving? Right? That's
Yeah.
not going to help you move forward.
Yep.
It's that radical honesty.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what else is new in Florida? You looking forward to getting home?
Yes, my mother-in-law is currently here. She was here when I got back. She's leaving tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I am sad to leave the sun and the beach, but I'm going to be excited to get home.
Yeah. Well,
So
is
we're
the
gonna
weather
have
turning in Maine up there in Maine yet?
it's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
a little bit better. How's the weather there in Ohio land?
Dude, I'm antsy. I'm ready to get outside because it's really beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful this weekend, I think.
Nice.
I went on a run
I
this
could
morning.
see that. It looks sunny in the background.
Yeah, it's still cold in the morning, but I think it's gonna get up to like 70 today or
Hell's
tomorrow.
yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I got my
I'm
bathing
pumped
suit
for it.
on.
I mowed
I'm
my
gonna head
lawn
up.
yesterday for the first time
Oh,
this
dang.
this year, which is
That's a
crazy because
sign,
just last week it was snowing. So, yeah.
right? That's a good sign.
It is. It is. And it was already super long because I didn't get one final mowing at the end of the year. So I had to pay
Oh.
the price with a nice extra long lawn. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't let it go any longer. So
Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
Yep. Um, wanted to talk about Cured Nutrition as well. They're doing a promo this weekend, actually.
Oh,
Just
God.
this weekend for Easter, actually. Did you the promo is? Did you hear about this? Will literally just emailed us about it a little bit ago. So
Mm-mm.
um,
No, I haven't.
promo.
This is new to me, guys. So Matt's filling me in on the promo we're
Yeah,
doing.
absolutely. It's an observance of Easter this weekend. So what they're doing is starting Saturday, April 19th, and running through Tuesday, April 22nd. They're running a promo, which is crazy. It's a bestseller bundle or their Harmony bundle is 30% off. Plus, with our code of CTC, they can stack that and get an additional 20% off at checkout for those two bundles.
Damn.
Um, the Harmony bundle, which is like our favorite, I would have to say,
Uh-huh.
is the Serenity gummies and the Flow gummies. That's bundled together. So if you want to, if
Hmm.
you're interested in that, been hearing us talk about Flow gummies. It's like 30% off regular price plus 20% off with our code, which is
Yep.
wild.
Nice.
And then their bestseller bundle is for deep sleep and less stress. It's the Serenity gummies and the nightcaps.
All right.
Yeah. I've been thinking about starting taking the nightcaps actually too.
Have you?
Yeah. I've been waking up feeling a little bit more anxious in the mornings. And I've been really trying to dial into my morning routines. Um,
Mm.
so just something I'm thinking about adding into my arsenal. I'm just doing some other things first.
Uh-huh.
Just being more intentional with my movement and my mindfulness in the morning.
Yeah.
Getting some fresh air first thing in the morning has been
So
really
you're more
beneficial
anxious
for
when you
that.
wake up?
Hmm.
You're more anxious when you wake up?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's nothing bad. It's just I just that's when my anxiety tends to be for some reason. When I am feeling anxious, it's in the morning. So
Hmm.
yeah. So that's I've been working on, and I've been seeing great results by just being more intentional with,
Yeah.
my night. The biggest thing is by being more intentional with my nighttime routine, actually. So
Got
taking
it.
care of myself at nighttime, getting to bed on time, getting more regular times sleep and things like that, quality of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why I was thinking about adding the nightcaps into my routine to help with quality
Yeah.
of sleep. So
Have you been taking any of the Serenity gummies?
occasionally, occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, like once I start moving throughout my day, and that's the biggest thing for me to help with like just anxiety and things like that is just movement.
Yeah.
So I've been just finding like I just move earlier in the day. A couple hours earlier in the day is I've kind of shifted it, and that's
Mm-hmm.
really been working wonderfully. So
Oh, good.
yeah, I mean movement is like we know super helpful for things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
For sure. So that's
For
running
sure.
through this weekend. Again, it's Saturday 4/19 through Tuesday 4/22, with our code CTC.
Nice.
Fitness.com/CTC. Pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
I've been getting a lot of questions in my DMs and from like some of our clients about flow because I've been talking about it on the
Oh
podcast
yeah. Yep.
and on my stories about how I feel like it's been helping me with my running and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I think we've got some samples. I know you're gonna have some samples waiting at home for you. Uh,
Yeah.
so I think we should do a little giveaway or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what we could do, but
I
some
don't
type of
know.
giveaway for some samples. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
What do
for
you think?
sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, but then we have to mail them out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that'll be easy peasy. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm like,
Easy.
speak for yourself.
I got it. No worries.
And easy peasy.
I got a drop a UPS store literally around the block.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Maine does
I don't
not have
live
that
in
shit
nowhere,
near me.
Maine, Beth.
Yeah, I'm like,
I live in nowhere, Ohio, but at least in my like
at least,
there's like 10,000 people in this town. So
yeah,
it's got shit, you know. We have
right.
Walmart and stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, I have Walmart, but
yeah,
UPS, I think they closed down the UPS store, so I have to go to Staples.
got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we no
So
longer
yeah.
have a Staples. Our Staples is like some farm equipment shopper now or something
Oh,
like that.
geez.
So yeah. Rural Ohio,
Yep.
rural America. It's not just Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Nerdle, I'm tired today,
You're
admittedly.
tired today? Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, you just got back
I'm
from Vegas less than 24
I
hours
did
ago.
not want to do this podcast, you guys. Admittedly, this is all about consistency to me right
Okay.
now. I feel like I'm just going through the motions because I'm fucking worked.
Yeah.
I'm
What are you
worked.
gonna what are you gonna do after this?
I'm going to go to the beach and shut my eyes.
Okay. Well, honestly, you have shown up and you have said what you wanted to say, and we've talked about the things that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
You don't have to meet any type of length commitment to satisfy anybody. It's our podcast, and you showed up like we wanted to, right? And we're
I told
consistent.
Matt yesterday, I was like, I don't know if I can record. I
Okay,
did a
let's talk about
pre-
that for a few minutes because
yeah,
talking about calling ourselves out, right?
I
And
called
being
myself
honest with
out
ourselves.
because
We do
when I
it
got
too.
home, when I got home, my mother-in-law was here, and like it's just I needed a minute to fucking like I can't talk to anybody anymore. I don't know if anyone, like, I was talking all weekend. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
there was a lot going on. There's a lot of questions, a lot of
you're
like
overstimulated.
interactions, so much overstimulation. Just Vegas alone is overstimulating. And so I'm the type of person, I'm introvert, extrovert. I have to shut down. It's like I need to shut down and recharge, or
Yep.
I become like crazy. I do. Like I start snapping at Mike. I'm plus the time change. Um, and so yesterday, Matt was like, "Are you home? Or safely? Was everything good?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're recording the podcast tomorrow, aren't we? Because I'm going to be driving back to Maine next week, and I won't be able to record because we leave on Tuesday morning." Um, and so I was like, I don't know if I can do it tomorrow. And then after I sent that, I was like, you have to do it tomorrow. You don't have a fucking choice, Beth. Okay, like stop being a little baby bitch.
You literally said that in a text message to me.
And I told Matt, I go, Matt, okay, we can record tomorrow. I'm just being a little baby bitch. I am.
Yeah,
I'm being one right now.
yeah. So,
But it's like, this is what we do. This is what me and Matt are about, though. We show up
mhm,
even when we may not want to, because
right.
it's not always easy to show up and be your 100% yourself when you're not feeling it.
Mhm.
Even if you love something. I love this podcast. I love Matt. But, sometimes you just don't want to do something
Absolutely.
on that day that it's
We have
supposed to
there's not
happen,
we're 190 episodes in. There's been episodes where we didn't like we're like we don't want to do this right now. Like we're not elsewhere. Like, but we
Mhm.
made a commitment, and so we
Right.
honor that
Yeah,
commitment. And
exactly.
what I really appreciate, Beth, how that just came full circle because you were just honest about how you had to be honest with yourself, and then you called me right on an excuse about the cooler, right? So we
Mhm.
practiced, like going back to last week's episode. The title was "Practice What You Preach." We're like we
Yeah.
just called each other like we were okay with that. You have to be okay with that, and you have to be honest with
Mhm.
yourself if you want to
Yeah.
fucking change. And I think that is a
Right.
perfect way to end this episode, honestly, because
Yeah.
that just really hit home the message. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Mic drop.
Bam.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us this week. We'll see you in Patreon. We'll see you on the interwebs. Hit us up.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, so why not share with a friend who needs to hear it? Send us a DM on Instagram or email us at cutthecrappod@gmail.com and join our Patreon at patreon.com/cutthecrappodcast. As always, we appreciate you and thanks for being here.